Hi TarotTube! Today is January 7th, 2018, and I am on the go, so not the usual Aurora background. And today I'll be doing a clarifying spread with the fun Animal Tarot deck, and there will be no reverses. So, let us begin. We'll keep this one again very general. So, first card, this will be our dominant energy. This is the Seven of Winter. Now, winter in this deck has to do with like Pentacles, and so Pentacles is all about practical concerns, financial concerns, money, sometimes career, but moreover like the output of your career rather than the input. So not the projects you're doing, but instead the like rewards that you receive for it. Now, Seven of Winter. Let's see what that is. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so Seven of Pentacles is all about like guarding against a loss. It's about hoarding things. It's about, finding a way to sort of like protect what you've got. And while that can be important, it's definitely, it can be a blocker of energy, and it can sometimes prevent us from achieving new things. Now, let's move on to some of the contributing factors here. So, the Wheel. Now, this is a major arcana card, and in the Animal deck, this refers to the Wheel of Fortune in the normal deck. And so, Wheel of Fortune is all about sort of like the physical cause and effect of the universe. Sometimes it has to do with, karma. Sometimes it has to do with like physics, but the idea is basically that like there's a little bit of like determinism to the universe. What we're seeing is that like the things that are occurring right now are the direct effects of previous causes, and it may have been set up in the universe, sort of a very long time ago, and it may be outside of our control. There may be things right now that you're dealing with where you don't have full control over the outcome, and you need to kind of be able to just sit back and accept what comes in those situations. I know I have 2 or 3 things that sort of like fit that description, and it's important just to have like a good attitude about that, and to allow the universe to behave the way it's going to behave, and don't take it too personally if things don't go your way. That's not necessarily your fault. Another contributing factor, Ace of Autumn, which has the calico cat on it. Ace of Autumn. See, now, there's pictures of money on this one, so the question is, was Winter Pentacles, or was Winter Wands? Autumn might be Pentacles. I don't know what I'm talking about with these cards. Anyways, Ace of Autumn, so we're going to call this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is all about sort of like an opportunity in money. It's sort of like a windfall. You may be expecting, again, something outside of your control, like winning the lottery, getting like a random bonus that you weren't expecting, that maybe you didn't have a lot to do with. But there's like news that will be coming about, a windfall of money of some kind. So look forward to that, and don't squander it. Don't do what we have with the Seven of Winter, which we'll get back to in a second. When you get this windfall, don't just sit there and try to protect it. Use it for something interesting. Use it to get more. It's important not to lose that opportunity that you're given. Final contributing factor is Justice. Justice here has an elephant on it. Justice is all about sort of like external balance. It's about fairness. There is some kind of moral quandary going on in your life right now that you need to address. Typically this has to do with human-defined morals rather than like ethereal, like universal morals. And so sometimes that has to do with like a legal battle. you may be experiencing some kind of like a legal question. And Justice upright tells us that, you know, the outcome of that legal battle is going to be positive. It may be as simple as, you know, you're like fighting a traffic ticket or something like that, but we're going to see good results with that. Now, I'm going to return to Seven of Winter here. Okay, Winter is definitely swords. So let's think more about Seven of Swords. Let me get the Rider-Waite deck and show you that. There we are. Okay. I know Seven of Swords. Haha! So this is our dominant energy here. Seven of Swords is all about sneaky betrayals. Seven of Swords is, you know, hoarding things, just like we said with this card based on the imagery. It can be like, you know, we see this guy here sneaking away, taking all these swords, and he looks very satisfied with himself. He thinks he's getting away with it. And the important thing to understand here is that if you look down at this area, there's like a search party that's ready to go after him that he isn't aware of. And so this says that while you may be thinking that you're going to get away with something, you're actually not. You are going to, if you go forward with it, you're going to get caught, and that's going to have negative consequences. And so I think when we look at this entire spread, what we've got is that you've got some kind of an ethical concern where you're thinking about betraying somebody. That's the Seven of Winter. So the ethical concern comes from Justice. The betrayal comes from Seven of Winter. And there are going to be certain things here that are outside of your control. So no matter how well you do this betrayal, you may or may not see like some kind of a consequence to that. And there is an opportunity here, and that opportunity might be the betrayal itself, or it might be eschewing the betrayal. I think in general, when we talk about the cards that indicate some kind of betrayal, it's usually a negative signal. It usually says don't do that. But you know, there is an opportunity here, and so I think probably what we're saying is don't do that, and some kind of good thing will come from not doing it. But who knows? You know, I think the world is ethically ambiguous. In any case, that was a really sloppy read, but that's what you get sometimes. That was Tarot 2. Please like and subscribe. I think I got poor internet again because I